YouTube, what's up with it? Today I got another topic. This isn't off of Twitter or anything like that. This is just a common conversation that people have pretty much every day. And we're not talking relationships. Today I want to know why people feel like being single is the more desirable option to go with today. Over half of the people in America feel this way. They desire being single. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. For one, people don't feel like the options that are available are worth rolling the dice on. They don't feel like people are mentally stable enough to maintain a growing relationship. They don't feel like there's enough good-looking people for their choices. For their personal preference. They don't feel like people look good enough. They don't feel like people are financially stable enough for their preference. Like, financial stability has become like a top priority when it comes to dating these days. It's either financial stability or sexual performance. Physical appearance is in that range too as well, but financial stability and sexual performance is like the two things that people are willing to close deals on when it comes to hooking up with somebody, deciding to lock in. People don't care so much for just good personal traits. People don't care so much for how well they're treated. They don't care if you're bringing peace. They don't care how family oriented you are. Things that people used to care about when it came to relationships, people will place sexual performance and financial stability above all of that. That's like the make or break thing right there. Another reason that people are choosing to be single over being in a relationship is that people want their freedom. People enjoy freedom more. They don't want to be tied down. They don't want to be under rules. When you're in a relationship, it's a lot of things that you can't do. And not necessarily because your partner said you can't do it. It's just out of respect. How things look, how things may look to other people. It's just certain things that you won't do. But when you're single, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to answer to nobody. You don't have to explain nothing. You don't have to think twice about the decisions that you make. Everybody's just single and ready to mingle and whatever goes. But when you're in a relationship, it's like you have to not be so social to the opposite sex. You have to be more selective of the friends and the company that you keep, the places you go. You have to be selective about the places that you go. And you can't just be out all night or all day. You can't just do as you please. When you're in a relationship, you just have to be respectful and mindful. A lot of people would rather be single and free of all of that. A lot of people would rather just roam free, talk to who they want to talk to, go where they want to go, get up and go when they want to go. But that's another thing. You can't just be out and about at any given time that you want to when you're in a relationship. People want your time. And people don't like you having a good time without them. They don't like you being happy if they're not responsible for it. So a lot of people just want that freedom. Another reason that people choose to be single over being in a relationship is that they want to be able to reach their full potential in life. Like when you are obligated to someone, a lot of times you have to give a lot of your time to that person. You can't focus so much on your craft. You know what I mean? Like, people are very career driven. People want to make the most money that they feel like they can make in life, and they feel like having a love interest gets in the way of that. And sometimes it does, especially when you're not doing it together. A lot of people want to travel like as much as they want. A lot of people want to travel. They want to go, get up and go when they want to, where they want to, you know. And a lot of times when you're in a relationship, you can't do that as often as you like. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people want to experience as many people as they can, like love interests. A lot of people want to live a full social life. So it's like a lot of times people feel like they can't reach their full potential when they're in a relationship, so they would rather be single. Going on trips is even different when you single versus when you in a relationship. Like, I'm quite sure girls' trips are much more enjoyable. You know, women would probably much rather go on girls' trips than couples' trips. You know, couples' trips are all right, but they're a little more mild. They're a little less turned up. Don't get me wrong. Couples' trips get turned up, but not like you and the girls or you and your group of boys. Like, it's a completely different vibe. You get to be exactly yourself when it's just you and your group of friends. So you got to kind of behave when you with your spouse, your partner. You got to be respectful. Like, you and your spouse can turn up, but you can't act up with all of the other people that's in that location, unless that's what y'all on. And one thing about single men and single women, they want to be outside. They gotta be outside. Like, when you single, the days of the week that you could be outside is limitless. It's like, it might be 3 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week. Hell, you might do all 7 days out of the week. The weekend, absolutely. You going to day parties. You going to happy hour. You going to nightclubs. You going on dates. You going to kickbacks. You going to festivals. Like, you going to everything that's popping. But see, when you in a relationship, you got to go outside in moderation. Like, you usually tend to be home more when you're in a relationship. And when you are outside, when you are going out, it's usually something a little more mild. It's usually a date. Or if you got children, you're usually with your family. You're doing some family things, like family friendly stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not so turned up. It's not so sexually charged when you in a relationship and you outside. Another reason that people prefer to be single than in relationships is you have to be responsible. You have to be more responsible when you're in a relationship, and people fear the responsibilities that comes with being in a relationship. Like, you are required to continuously grow as a person, to be a better person while you're in a relationship. You know, you always got to compromise for the comfort of that person. You always got to learn things about that person so that you could be a better person to that person. And so you could be a better person as yourself. People fear that responsibility. People don't want to grow. People don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to be serving to their partner. It's a lot of things, a lot of responsibilities that come with that conflict resolution. You have to learn these things. It's a lot of stuff you got to learn and be patient for. And people feel the responsibility of that. So, like, the last and final reason that a lot of people choose to be single, they'd rather not deal with relationships. You know what they say back in the day, plenty of fish in the sea. There's plenty of fish in the sea. And people want to explore all those options. Like, they want all that's in store. They want to experience the best of personalities. They want to unlock the most orgasms that they can, like the best orgasms. People want to go on the best dates. People want to be seen with the best looking people that they can come across. So it's like there's so many fish in the sea, and some people would just rather keep recycling new personalities. Like some people would rather just keep trying out new personalities, doing the whole "this person is new to me" thing all over again. That honeymoon phase, like that thrill. Because a lot of times when you get in a relationship, everything's all good in the beginning. Everybody's perfect. You're having fun. You're having the best sex of your life. You're going on dates. You're spending money. And then when you get comfortable and you get in a relationship, it's like that thrill at some point is gone. And you stop doing those things. The feeling isn't new anymore. There's no more excitement. So a lot of people would rather keep getting that new feeling over and over and over again. They want to keep trying new people, keep having the best orgasms of their life. You know, you can do all of this stuff with one person, but a lot of people would rather just keep fresh vibes coming in. A lot of people don't want to get bored, so they choose being single. Now, I'm actually interested to see how all of this is going to turn out in the future. Like whether we're talking about the next generation to come, or what's going to become of the people once they get old. You know, sure, emotionally, we'll probably be just fine alone. Like a lot of us have learned to be more confident. A lot of us have learned to get over things. A lot of us are a lot more emotionally intelligent than people were a long time ago. But financially, not so sure. Some people will make it, a lot of people won't. Everybody thinks they could make it alone, but we will see in the future how things turn out. I'm interested to see. So those are the reasons that a lot of people, like half of the country, is, I don't even want to say it's a feeling of defeat. They're just accepting their fate. A lot of people are choosing to be single over being in a relationship. So we're gonna see how this turns out.